How many of us in this room have eaten a piece of fruit or maybe some good hearty vegetables that were purchased at the supermarket in the past 24 hours? There is no doubt that with winter here, buying fresh fruits and vegetables at the market slows down, but it may surprise you to know that more than a third of our fresh vegetables and half of our fresh fruits Americans buy come from other countries. With Americans making more money and immigrants bringing some amazing foods from their homelands, such as avocados, the growth of imports has increased each year. The Economic Research Service provided data from the U.S. Department of Commerce saying that the U.S. agricultural trade exports were valued at $140 billion in 2018, a percent increase relative to 2017. Imports grew at 6% in 2018 to $129 billion. Imports have grown at a faster rate than exports since 2016, driven in part by strong domestic economic growth. Agricultural trade brings up a lot of topics like what is agricultural trade, how does it affect our economy, and why do we actually need agricultural trade? Agricultural trade itself dates back to the Romans, who grew up their crops as they knew they would need them for trading purposes. In the modern agricultural trade market, the term trade encompasses more than just food. It includes animals, fibers, and materials. With agricultural trade, countries are able to help to answer possible food production shortages due to temperature, natural weather disasters, or events such as COVID. Ultimately, the ability to trade contributes to the prosperity of farmers, industries, consumers. While the United States imports a lot of horticulture products, our leading exports are grains, feeds, livestock products, nuts, fruits, vegetables, and soybeans. Most of the countries in the United States partners with our friends to the north, Canada, our friends from the south, Mexico, and the European Union and part of Eastern Asia. Agricultural trade plays a crucial role in our economy in the United States as it provides the livelihoods of farmers and people employed along the food supply chain. With the United States exporting about 25% of farm products, the American farmer benefits tremendously. It is reported that one American farm produces enough food to feed 166 people a year. Thus, the exports are essential. Otherwise, food products would go to waste. Trade also helps with raising production efficiency in agriculture, allowing improvements in dietary diversity, and increasing access to food by providing quantity, quality, and diversity of foodstuffs. The trade system also allows individual countries to have access to products with widely different climate zones with varying availability of land, labor, and capital. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development states that one main reason why we need agricultural trade is that it reduces food insecurities across the globe and provides more of a choice in consumer goods. We, the United States, really need trade because of our major pandemic, the war in Ukraine, and now dealing with the new inflation terms that our president came out with. The trade market allows U.S. citizens to gain clothing significantly cheaper than we import it, rather than making it ourselves. Levi jeans, for example, that costs us $128 would jump to $348 in our premium denim cone mills of North Carolina. The trade market also when our food products are in short supply by saving us money on the products we import. The average home spends $5,259 annual on food. With this cost would definitely double if we could only buy things made in the United States. After covering the topics of what agricultural trade is, how it affects our economy, and why we actually need agricultural trade, I hope that you have learned as much as I did. When reading up on the topic agricultural trade, I was personally intrigued with the information around it. I really do believe that we need it because with it helping our nations and our economy, it also helps teach kids about their food and where it comes from. We really have needed the agricultural trade system because if the trade system would have failed us during the pandemic, we would still be trying to get to a normal lifestyle in our community.